Alright everyone, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel. We're back here, Florida racing. We are in Canada, so luckily just a quick little drive across the border to get over to Jacques Villeneuve, and we are here getting our stuff ready. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. We got ourselves 3 practice sessions. We've got a pretty clear looking weekend so far. Looks like we might have a little bit of cloud but dry conditions on track, which will definitely be helpful. And we got practice to get done, so we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of, and then we'll head into qualified and see what we got. Alright, we actually got some pretty good resource points from our practice here, so just taking a look and see what we got. We have diffuser additional strakes, we can add that. So that's one thing we could do on the downforce front. Taking a look over here, we do have 2 upgrades we can do in chassis. We currently don't have the upgrades to be able to work more into the chassis department, so we got that going on. We also have some different durability that we can still be working on. We've got our engine durability taken care of. We're working on turbo is the next one. We also have the MJUH. We also got the energy store along with control electronics and MJKU or MJUK. There we go. So we got all that's going on at the shop. So we've still been working on those. Haven't gotten any of those installed yet. We also don't have currently any good ability to work on the engine. So far, engine hasn't been our problem. Handling has been our major problem. So that's what we've been working on. So we're going to go ahead and actually going to hold off because we've done pretty good. We got this upgrade going here, so I don't want to overtax the aero department. We want that front wing to be able to come in, and we also got the front wing end plates. That would be a nice upgrade to get taken care of, and that's just a minor one, so we're going to save on some resource points and we'll get back to that later. But we do have that going on that we have to consider for Florida racing here. So let's go ahead and hit the track, hit qualifying, and we'll see what our result is in starting position for the race. Alright guys, so we got some major results. We got ourselves Nick de Vries in the top 10. That's where he's going to be starting out. There's a huge qualifying improvement from Nick, so great job by him. We didn't have the great, bounced off the wall a couple times, but we did manage to get 16th, so not a bad qualifying result for us. We got to figure out some consistency and pace, and luckily with saving fuels and all that, that should work out pretty good. But that is sweet starting positions for both our cars for this race, so let's go see what we can do.
Bonjour! It's time once again to go racing here in Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world, and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Nobuharu Matsushita, and Gasly, Leclerc, Sainz, Riccardo, and Nick de Vries, Stroll, Perez, Esteban Ocon, and Kvyat, Albon, the Rainmaster, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Juan Manuel Correa. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright guys, taking a look at strategy, we're going to be starting off on let's see, well, we could do mediums to be able to get the best traction possible, but I'm really liking starting off with the softs. I think that's going to be our best move overall. We got 18 laps, so we can bring down our fuel just a bit. We're going to be saving for the first part of it. Go ahead and put a little bit more in the tank. But other than that, I think we should be good. I like the current strategy, softs to mediums. We can obviously change that if we need to, if anything arises. And we went ahead and switched our setup after qualifying, just because we did not have the amount of downforce we needed to keep this car where it needs to be. So we're going to try and get us a pretty good start, nice and smooth. We've got the cloud covers, that's going to make the track interesting to drive. But I can't wait to see what Nick does, and hopefully he's able to get us at least a podium if I can't. I'm not sure. I like this track. Definitely had some fun leading up in the top 5, I think, the last time we were here. But we'll see what we can do today. So let's get to the race. And it's really nice as we start here to be able to see my Florida racing vehicle up there at the front. Gotta watch for damage here. Collision with Magnussen. I didn't even touch the guy. What's that about? Gotta watch out for the Ferrari to my outside here. I'm gonna drive through the grass and get settled in here. We got P16 currently, which is really good. But yeah, because the track is cloud covered, not quite as much grip as we would expect. Definitely not as much grip as we would expect. Felt that right off the bat. Yeah, right? I hear you. That's for sure. Not quite as much grip, not as nice and sticky as I would like this track to be with how short and fast it is. But should be interesting. We might have to change up our strategy a little bit, but definitely we can't go with hards, I don't think, because we want to have as much stick as we possibly can. This little overtake here on the straight. We gotta watch out through that area, but we can go through it pretty straight if we're careful. Won't get any penalties, so we gotta watch for that. But yeah, that's right through here. This is like my worst zone, for sure. If we can use a little bit of overtake as we go to this next turn to hopefully get away from people, I think that might be our best strategy. Kind of falling back here just a little bit, but getting warmed up to the track, getting the tires warmed up as well. Okay, that was a good transition there. A little bit too much through the grass, but we'll work with it. Still got Magnussen behind us, so P18, not too bad for him. A little bit too close there in the corners. So just kind of figuring out how to get through the corners here, out wrecking, out spinning, seeing where our limits are. Right. So definitely like going through that corner. The cars feels good, not spinning the tires as we're trying to accelerate. We don't have on the lean, so that's definitely a good feeling. Definitely want to be able to feel that much confidence in the car. Okay, nice. So yeah, we saw right there what we can do in that turn. So one thing I don't want to do, unfortunately, is overtake. Thank you, sir. One thing we don't want to do is overtake through here. As you saw there, it got a little bit of bump. Luckily, no damage, but still. But passing through here is really not my best area to pass through. Gotta watch that wall too, because that thing got real close there. Nice to see a Nick DeFries Florida racing car up there in the front. Nice to see that beautiful paint scheme. I love the paint scheme, by the way. Not sure what my screen's doing on over there, but it's doing all kinds of stuff. Kind of nice and hot here. Switch over to standard for this straight. Yeah, we got this stupid thing popping up for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why it's popping up. That's going to be a bit of a problem for us, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check what settings are going on where, because that is not what we need to be seeing right here. That's not going to help us pay attention to what we're doing, so I will have to double check and see what those controls are that are having that pop up. Kind of got forced in there a little bit more than I wanted. So you got to be nice and careful through that area. And everyone else looks like they're switching over more to standard to kind of let them get past here. We got Magnuson there overheating his tires. We'll switch over to standard, see what we can do. Definitely did a lot of saving, so. Yeah, I gotta fix that for whatever reason. We're holding our position, having a fairly smooth race, definitely not fast by any standard, which is interesting. We did pretty good in another race, but we're not doing so good here for some reason. Not totally sure the reason why. Track temps definitely is a little bit different, so that's not overly helping. And this box is definitely distracting for whatever reason. I'm not sure totally why it's popping up there. And we keep over to cooking it through the turn there, which is not helpful for us. Getting some good times out of it though, so really like seeing that. What do we got? We got Albon and paying attention. Alright, now we gotta get back into this here. Hopefully catch up with these people. Gotcha. Got some parts wearing out on the car. Looked like they were doing pretty bad there as well, just looking at it. You can see we got the engine light popped on. It's not red, but it's definitely not a good sign, all things considered. So, got to keep an eyeball on that. So currently we're using the Rich right now, trying to use a little bit of overtake, just trying to catch up with these people as much as we can prior to pit stops happening, just so we can hopefully get some positions back. Alright, so we will not be pitting. Nick's currently in, so we definitely don't want to come in behind that. Though he should be out by the time we get there, but we're still gonna go ahead and just skip this time. No warning from the marshals. Oh yeah, he just got out, so yeah, that could have really put our pit crew into a bit of a bind. So we definitely did not want to do that. Alrighty. Race these guys kind of hard. Hopefully slow them up just a tad. Here we go here, Riccardo. I'm not hitting that DRS button because I'm not really sure what's going on with the... Oh, we got set by Riccardo! Riccardo just sent us. He went through the grass. Let me switch over to lean here so we're not spinning out. But Riccardo, whoa boy. And I like him. I thought we were pretty good friends, but he has just sent us into the wall. Look like we got too much damage, it looks like, which is good. You got a problem with our shift setting as well. Coming into the pits. There we go. Gonna ask for a little bit more. Well, we're gonna leave it where it is right now. All right, guys. Let's switch over to these mediums here. We're gonna be nice and easy on the exit. The Riccardo sent us. Good night. Gotcha. I want to see how far into the grass he was because I was right there. So I mean, you know, he had to be way in the grass to even remotely spin me out there. So that's pretty bad on his part. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but I hope he has damage at this point because that's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. So maybe he didn't like the fact that maybe we were blocking him, but I mean, I wasn't going to be there for long, but yeah, he decided to just spin us right on out. I'm surprised that didn't actually cause a caution. Would have been nice if it had. I would not have been opposed to one. But, yeah. We're going to start getting back to some rich here. Nice through that area. Gonna try and kind of cut these corners as safely as we can. Tires are coming in and feel really good. They actually feel like they have more grip in them than the softs did. So I'm actually really liking them at this point. It might just be that the grip level is higher. So, but these tires feel really, really good. So I'm not sure. I have to see if the team changed any air pressures or anything, but they feel really good at the moment. Looks like we are closing in on that backpack. I would like to finish a little bit higher than where I am right now. Only way for that to happen at this current moment with where everyone's at is somebody to DNF, more than likely. But right now, I am really liking this car, the way it's driving. It's doing a great job. We got through that corner pretty quick there. And we have just gotten ourselves the fastest lap. So that should get us, in theory, a point for the fastest lap of the race, which I would be very grateful for, as long as nobody takes it. So I will, if I can just get a point for just racing the fastest lap, I mean, hey, I'm the guy in the back here. So I mean, hey, having the fastest lap being all the way in the back, that's a pretty cool achievement for today. So I would take that if that's all we can get. And overcooked it. Luckily, marshals have been very lenient today. Might be the overcast and not seeing very well, but ooh, a little bit too close to that wall. Having to save a little bit of fuel here. We're running a little bit on the low side on our estimate. And that's a total overcook. Yeah, I deserve that one. I totally missed my braking zone. So I would take that. So just totally missed my braking zone, and by that point it was too late. So I was kind of watching some different stuff on my fuel, and I didn't pay attention to where I was. So yeah, my fault. So we'll take that one. That one's deserved. I know that's an area they don't like to see cutting at, so that is on me. So we will take that one. Because that is, for once they actually have a correct penalty, which is nice to see. So you seem to be slowly making some dent into where everyone else is running, slowly catching up to these guys. A caution, as I said, would be extremely helpful. We're going to run a little bit of rich here. Just get up to speed, turn it off, save some fuel. Use as much of this overtake as we can without totally using it up. Sure thing. Oh, George Russell is out of the session. It'll be interesting to see what happened to him. I haven't seen a caution popping up yet, so we'll have to see. Oh, there he is. Yep, so he has found himself an area to safely pull off of, so good job to him. So issue for one of the Williams cars there, so that's that right there gains me a position, so I won't finish last, so I definitely appreciate that. But we are slowly, ever so slowly, closing the gap on these cars. I don't think we have enough time or the speed to do so, though. It's ultimately our problem. We're trying, though. A little bit too cutty right there. Luckily, once again, the officials are being merciful and just with their penalty calling, so definitely I'm glad to see that today. Starting to lose a little bit of grip there in that hairpin turn, just a little bit less turning ability going on there, which is kind of hurting us, but we're still closing in on some of these guys, which is nice. I can actually see them now, so that's improvement from where we were. Caution, as I said, would be a really nice benefit, but no one has been able, and we did the fastest lap on mediums. No one else has come close apparently. or has broken my fastest lap today, so that's impressive to see. That's definitely good. Totally missed that turn there, so that didn't help us. We got Carrera out in front of us, we got Grosjean, we got Latifi. So all those guys we started in front of, obviously that... yeah, we spun out over here, that's what happened there. Gotcha. So we did end up having, yeah, so spun out, that ended up putting us in the rear, so that's obviously on me, and then actually had a fairly decent catch-up that was going on until Riccardo spun me out. So yeah, we could act technically, if Riccardo hadn't done that, we might actually already be up there fighting. Obviously we got a 3-second penalty, so yeah, just one of those days where everything goes wrong. Actually having a really fun time on this track. One of my favorite tracks to come and race at, actually. So yeah, kind of disappointing, honestly. Thought we didn't necessarily have speed. We definitely didn't have that. But once I got used to the track, we were doing some pretty good times there. So unfortunately, just everything went the way it did. So that's where the problem is, unfortunately. Too much speed into that, overcooking it. But I mean, amazingly, even with all of that, a little bit of bounce off the wall, all the parts are on our cars still, which is incredible to say the least. I'm really surprised that we have all of our parts. With how hard we hit that wall there from Riccardo. So I mean, all things considered, we really have had a good race. I think we're still in the lead lap, so I mean, we haven't gone a lap down. We're still minus the 3 seconds in contention to potentially pick up a spot. So I mean, just all things considered there. Yeah, there's Carrera right there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's good, 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 good. I don't think we'll be able to do anything, but I would like to be able to get up there and be with some cars when they finish across the line, so that would be nice. And there's another 3-second. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much. Totally aware of that. We'll get close to that wall. At least I'm not the only American back here, so that's nice. So we got Carrera back here as well, former teammate, racing there for Haas. Nice to see him back in the sport. Obviously, he was in a little bit of a question after his IndyCar plans kind of fell through, but still good to see him end up in the sport. We just sent it. I still finished 21st, so we didn't get Carrera there. But at that point, we were just going to send it because, like, why not? We had nothing to lose. And luckily, everybody was in the right place, so.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So let's review the updated driver standings. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff about. His ability to follow race strategies throughout with pinpoint precision has to be commended.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Alright guys, a nice little piece of revenge to some extent. Daniel Riccardo did end up not getting into the top 10, so after his little spinny doodad on us, that's nice to see. So yeah, we're going to have to see if we can find that clip here of getting spun out and take a look at what he was doing. But Nick de Vries obviously fell out of the top 10. Still a good finish for him, once again in the top 12. Obviously not the best day we wanted. A lot of penalties, and did get the fastest lap though. I mean, there we go. 1:13 versus the closest thing is 1:14, 4:33 by Lewis Hamilton. So we beat his time by a lot. That's quite a lap. So definitely nice to see that we have the speed. We just didn't quite have consistency. So once again, consistency is what we're missing currently. So we gotta work on that. Alrighty guys, so here we go, coming up to the spot here. So yeah, you see Daniel Ricciardo right there. I block him. Oh, he's totally in the grass. He is totally in the grass. Take a look at this. I mean, that's not corner cutting right there, I don't know what is, but so here we go. So right there, I've already entered the corner. I'm already entering my apex. He's back there. Take a look. Grabs the wheel. Around I go. Into the wall there. So that's what happened right there. Good night. Good night. Alright guys, so there we go. We got our information here. So we got ourselves 3.75 million in the bank, and we got quite a few resource points to look at spending here. So let's take a look. We got the front wings. We got additional cascade winglets we can look at. We can go ahead and get both of these, just to go ahead and get all of the downforce that's possible on our car. Go ahead and just get 2 of those done. We'll just go ahead and get that all taken care of in all reality, and that should be a major downforce upgrade for us. And then of course we got a front wing end plates as well that can be done. That's going to be 1500, and then we got quite a few other upgrades to go as well. But I think that was got 2 upgrades done on that downforce area. I think that's going to help us out in the long run there. So we got quite a few parts we got to switch out here. Go ahead and get that all taken care of before the next race weekend. Go ahead and switch out our energy store. It didn't seem like it was doing so well. Go ahead and switch out our all of this stuff. Just go ahead and go through there. Let's see. We got our one practice gearbox, event gearbox. We can switch that out if we wanted to, etc. And we also got our current sponsors. We're almost to level 20, so we almost have enough fame to be able to get ourselves a 4th or 5th sponsor anyways. And so we got all that going on there. We also got contracts going on. Nick de Vries is definitely making himself look quite worth the spin currently with his last few performances, so definitely like that. take a look at, let's see, there we go. So there we go, looking at Nick DeVries there. He's in 14th, already has points on the season. We got the season results here. We got France, we got Austria, Belgium, and Italy all coming up. Belgium, that's going to be an interesting one to race, so that's going to be interesting. Then, of course, USA finishing it out once again. But Italy, obviously one of our best tracks there. Austria, we also have a pretty good chance at. France, that was the one that's tricky, but we'll have to see what we can do there. But yeah, you look at Nick DeVries' performance: 10th, 18th, 12th, 14th, and 12th. So he's getting up there pretty good. We haven't had the best start to the season as per usual. Juan Manuel also hasn't had that good of a season as well. So just looking at all of that, but really good to look here and see Nick DeVries' performance. He's definitely coming up. So all that work in the simulator and stuff definitely been worth our investment. So we got a lot more investment we can do in here, but that's going to cost us a lot of money. Taking a look, we still have fabrication coming in for the chassis department. That's going to help us out there. Just taking a look through here, engine department, not a whole lot we can upgrade there quite yet. We do have increase of claim improvement. We could possibly get that done, but that's going to cost us a lot of money. But we still got a lot of ways to go improvement wise. Got quite a few more seasons for this team, and hopefully for Nick DeVries now as well, as he's really coming up in the world. And we'll see what we can do at France. That's a fun track, very fast track, but it's tricky. It's a very tricky track, and sometimes it's like, sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not. So we'll see how that one goes. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Definitely fun racing. If we had not been spun, I think we probably could have actually gotten some decent finish there. But yeah, Riccardo, gonna have to talk to him about that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys here next time. Make sure to like and subscribe.